So today our destination is Dharamshala. Actually we have booked a hotel in Macleodganj. It's an HPCA hotel and it's a long journey. We're already late. It's around 11. I don't know how the road conditions will be. Let's see. But yeah, it's a very long journey. Around 240 kilometers we have to travel and hopefully we'll get in time.
You are my warm place. You are my mad strike, set me ablaze. I wish we could stay, but I got other demons I need to face. You left me with a heavy heart. I'm colder than the day you met me in the dark. I feel the air around me as it starts to move. I realize I never had that much to lose.
The weather was cloudy since morning. It had rained quite heavily in the previous night, leaving the roads pretty muddy.
An hour into the journey, we knew it was going to be a difficult one.
We had taken a detour to save a few kilometers. However, what was supposed to be a shorter route turned out to be a muddy trail.
The road was really narrow. Construction work was going on in certain places. The roads were covered with numerous potholes.
A few kilometers on this road seemed like an eternity. When we finally exited the narrow bypass route we had been traveling on for the last few hours, we had hoped to get better road conditions.
However, construction work here had also left the road in a poor state. It wasn't until we reached the tunnel at all that we came across better roads.
Show me you can be more than just my enemy. One day you and me, we can live our fantasies. I want to believe we can rule the galaxy, move on from insanity. We can live our fantasies. We can live our fantasies.
The pristine green water was so clear that you could literally see the rocks at the very bottom of the riverbed.
Show me you can be more than just my enemy. One day you and me, we can live our fantasies.
Though we were getting late, we couldn't help but stop for a few moments to soak in the tranquil view.
We can live our fantasies.
We passed by a tiny waterfall making its way through the mountains. We passed by fertile terrace farms beside the river. It was amazing to look at. The enormous rocks at the edges of the road looked pretty scary. The protruding edges seemed to be hanging over our heads.
The journey was a long and tiring one, and especially because the weather conditions were so bad, it was terrible. I couldn't show you the clips of the last part of the journey because of the bad weather conditions, as I just said, and I have a bad backache right now. It has been very difficult, quite a few hours of my life, but I would like to suggest everybody who comes to this place, do check the weather conditions before you start traveling here, because it will be very difficult for you in such a cloudy weather. It has been raining incessantly since the morning, so we have been through a lot of trouble. I can't just wait to get into bed right now and have a good night's sleep. The town seems pretty nice, a quaint small town. I hope to explore it tomorrow. Let's see how far we can explore the town.
The following day, we woke up to a cloudy morning at Dharamshala. This town is a quaint and panoramic hill station in the lap of the Himalayas.
Due to extreme weather conditions, we had to unfortunately park our bikes in a local garage, and we had hired a local cab to explore Dharamshala and Macleodganj. Let's see, it's sad for us because we thought of exploring the town by bike because it was quite adventurous, but unfortunately we had to take a cab because of this weather. But still we are enjoying because the viewpoints are really good. Let's see. The first stop on our trip was the top attraction of the town, the Dharamshala Cricket Stadium, also known as the Himachal Pradesh Cricket Association Stadium. It is one of the highest cricket grounds in the world.
If you've ever watched a IPL match in Dharamshala, you must have noticed a spectacular view out here. So here we are at HPCA Cricket Stadium today to witness the view with our own very eyes.
Located amidst the lush green forests of this hill station, the War Memorial is a must visit on a trip of Dharamshala.
With its tall pine trees and paved walkways, this garden receives quite a footfall of the tourists. It is a solemn reminder of the sacrifices made by the brave soldiers of our nation who fought to save our motherland, especially during the Indo-China War. It houses models of a few artilleries on display as well.
We visited the Dharamshala Tea Gardens near Palampur on our way. It is the smallest tea region in India.
Stretches of land were covered with a thick, lush green carpet. It was quite a sight.
Our next stop was Shree Kunal Pathri Temple. It is one of the 51 Shakti Peeths.
The temple is dedicated to Devi Durga, and as per legends, the skull of Devi Sati had fallen at this place.
sunset point at Naddi. We cannot see the sunset right now due to bad weather, but you can see the ice-covered peaks out here, which is quite beautiful.
On a clear day, you can see the snowy peaks of the Dhauladhar ranges from the viewpoint here. KARERI Dal Lake of Dharamshala is named after the famous Dal Lake of Kashmir. The stunning lake is lined with lush green dense rows of deodar trees.
The lake is considered sacred. It is believed that sage Durvasa had prayed to Lord Shiva at the banks of this very lake. The Tsuglagkhang Complex is a religious center and the most visited place in Macleodganj.
So finally we have come to the His Holiness Dalai Lama Temple. It's so peaceful out here. I have never experienced such peace and such serenity inside a temple complex. It's giving me such a wonderful feeling in my mind. I would love to stay here for a long time.
It comprises of the Dalai Lama's abode and monastery, and hence it is not only popular among tourists but also among spiritual seekers and religious travelers.
This complex comprises the Namgyal Monastery, a major learning center. It is also the largest Tibetan temple outside the geographical boundary of Tibet.
The calmness, the warmth of this place had deeply moved us.
We decided to explore the local market on foot. One can experience a wide variety of food options here. Cakes, pastries, kebabs, pizzas, you can almost get everything here.
And if you are a shopaholic, you have just landed in paradise. There are shops selling handcrafted jewelry and semi-precious stones. There are unique artifacts and beautiful gift items to choose from. One gets to see a unique blend of Tibetan and Indian cultures in this beautiful town.